We've come a long way since waking up in the mortuary. It's been quite a journey through Sigil and across the plains. Last time we arrived here, in the Fortress of Regrets, we were here to hunt down the Nameless One's lost mortality. And, well, things didn't go super well. We all got separated, and there was a lot of running around, and everybody else might be dead, and, I don't know. When we left off, we had just, had a little, round table with ourselves and this other lot here. It was an enlightening conversation. We did learn some interesting things. Namely, this bronze sphere here that I've been carrying around for a little while. It's apparently a sensory stone that contains memories from the Nameless One before he was shattered. So maybe I can just use it. I don't think it's supposed to work, but... This simple bronze sphere is about a foot across, but it is surprisingly light as if hollow inside. Let's have a look at it. Although its basic appearance is normal enough, the sphere somehow manages to offend the rest of your senses. The texture of the sphere, just the feel of it, gives you the impression it's an egg that's just about to burst open. Just touching it makes your skin crawl. To make matters worse, the faint smell of rotten custard emanates from it, and it makes your eyes water. We already got that description. Okay, that didn't actually help us. We might have to, consort with practical incarnation here if we want to see what's in there. I guess I could talk to these other incarnations. I don't think the paranoid one's going to have a lot for us, but we could talk to this guy at least. The man before you resembles you, but his face seems calmer somehow. He gives you a slight smile as you approach, and he nods, as if in approval. Are you alright? Who are you? Have we ever had a name, or was it just the first of us? The man chuckles softly. Know that I am your ally in this. I, like these others, have died my death in your mind, and this figment is all that remains. But who are you? His smile fades and he looks at you with concern. This must be disorienting for you. Let me try and explain. I'm one of your incarnations. I was once lost, now I'm here again. How's that possible? I do not know. Whatever you touched within the fortress has brought pieces of yourself to the surface. He pauses for a moment, thinking, one of the others may know the means of how this came to be, but it is beyond me. If you're a part of me, there are things I must know. Ask. I've had countless lives. Why are there only 3 incarnations here? I do not know. Perhaps we were the 3 pieces that were somehow still present in your mind? Present how? I do not know for sure, but I would guess that when we die, traces of the former personality may remain in your mind. And I know that sometimes we may make ourselves felt. How? When you're about to place yourself in danger, or we're close to a realization, for example, I found that I could stir, help prod you in the right direction. So, you were that crawling sensation I kept feeling at the back of my skull? I would be at a loss to describe how it felt for you, but it is possible, yes. Is this just the same thing? Okay, no, this is different. Before you said that when we die, traces are left in the mind. That's what caused you all to emerge, right? My understanding may not be complete, but yes, that seems to be the case, and we may make ourselves felt in small ways. So is it possible that the first of us, the real one of us, before all the incarnations, might still be buried somewhere in my mind? The expression on the incarnation's face flickers for just a moment, but it is like a window, and you suddenly realize who it is you are speaking to. You were the first of us. The incarnation's eyes take on a haunted look, and his gaze turns away from yours. I know what you are thinking, but it is not the case. You think that knowing the mind of the first of us will somehow help you here, in this place. It will not. But why? I have so many questions that you can answer. Why did we become immortal? Why? Because if we die, truly die, the incarnation looks up at you and his eyes are like steel. Death's kingdom will not be paradise, not for us. If you spoke to these others that were here, know that a fraction of the evil of their lives is but a drop of water compared to the evil of mine. That life, that one life, even without the thousands of others, has given a seat in the lower planes for eternity. Oh, but you seem so much calmer, more well-intentioned. I became that way, yes, because for me, the man's voice takes on a strange echo. It is regret that may change the nature of a man. He sighs, but it was too late. I was already damned. I found that changing my nature was not enough. I needed more time. I needed more life. So I came to the greatest of the Grey Sisters and asked her for a boon to try and help me live long enough to rectify all the damage I had done, to make me immortal. And Ravel did, but when she first tested your immortality and killed you, you forgot everything. Everything. He looks broken, and the planes have been dying ever since. The crime is great, and the blame is mine. There's so many questions I have for you. Who are you? What was your life like? Who... The incarnation shakes his head, cutting you off. When I become no more, when I merge with you, you will have the answers you seek. It may take some time to sort them out, but they are there. He smiles ruefully. It is difficult to communicate a life with words. Very well then. We shall become as one. Are you ready? One last thing. Just this. The incarnation pauses for a moment, searching your features. Before I return to oblivion, there's something I would know. I can spare a little time for this. What do you wish to know? He studies your eyes, his expression somber. Did you live your life? The brief life you have had? In the end, was it worth it? This is a... this is an important question. I mean, look, it wasn't easy, right? There were a lot of difficulties along the way. But, you know, I mean, at least as far as I'm concerned, I've enjoyed playing the game, so... We got to see and experience quite a lot. Met a lot of people. Did a lot of good, too, I think. Hopefully. Well, I guess, ultimately, you're supposed to bring your own answer into it, but... So, there's not necessarily a correct choice here, but... And it seems so short. What little I experienced, I enjoyed, and I do not wish to forget it. I got +1 wisdom. He nods, and for a moment you think he's going to say something, but then he collapses, the life running out of him and into yours. As he falls to the black stones, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, making you shiver, and you know the incarnation is no more.
I feel stronger.
Well, there was more dialogue and stuff to get with him, but, and I am curious about it, but I guess that's just done. Can I use this now? Oh. Oh, hello. As you hold the sphere up this time and examine it, you feel the memories of the first of your incarnations stirring within you. But it is not an insistent or driving force. It is calm, like the thoughts of a man walking across a great distance to speak to a friend he hasn't seen in ages. As you feel his presence in your mind, you see the sphere in a different light, not as ugly or hideous, but as something precious, like a newborn child. The sphere is the repository of your last moments before you met Ravel on the Grey Waste and asked the impossible of her. You know why you asked her, and you know that all you need to do is touch the surface of the sphere with both hands and feel regret, and the stone will open itself to you. Alright, let's find out. I want to know. The sphere wrinkles in your hands, the skin of the sphere peeling away into tears and turning into a rain of bronze that encircles you. Each droplet, each fragment that enters you, you feel a new memory stirring, a lost love, a forgotten pain, an ache of loss, and with it comes the great pressure of regret. Regret of careless actions, the regret of suffering, regret of war, regret of death. And you feel your mind begin buckling from the pressure. So much all at once, so much damage done to others, so much so an entire fortress may be built from such pain. Try to focus, keep your center. And suddenly through the torrent of regrets you feel the first incarnation again. His hand, invisible and weightless, is upon your shoulder, steadying you. He doesn't speak, but with his touch, you suddenly remember your name. And it is such a simple thing, not at all what you thought it might be, and you feel yourself suddenly comforted. Knowing your name, your true name, you know that you have gained back perhaps the most important part of yourself. In knowing your name, you know yourself, and you know now, there is very, very little you cannot do. The first incarnation's hand is gone from your shoulder. and he is watching you with a slight smile. That was my name all along, but if I was... The first incarnation holds his finger to his lips, silencing you. He nods at the symbol at your arm, as if indicating you should make use of it. Examine your arm. The symbol of torment, seemed brittle somehow, as if it is only barely holding itself to your skin. Unconsciously, you reach out and peel it from your arm. It gives way with a slight resistance, like pulling off a scab. As you hold the symbol, you know you can harness its power. It no longer rules you. You no longer wear the symbol. Does that mean... As you get halfway through your question, you realize there is a heavy silence within your mind. You can no longer feel the presence of the first incarnation within you. Take the symbol of torment. So, I know my name... Well, the nameless one knows his name now, so he's not the nameless one anymore. But I don't know it. I guess it doesn't really matter whether I know it or not. This is a scrap of your flesh with a regret inscribed upon it. It is a small, tattered thing, but just looking at it makes you feel uncomfortable. It has a strange weight about it, and feels heavier than it should. Oh, that's not what I need, though. This is what I'm looking for. Symbol of Torment. The strip of flesh holds the symbol of torment that you have always worn. It peeled away from your arm when you realized your true name. The symbol no longer rules you, and you may harness its power to bring retribution against your enemies. Merely holding it and invoking its power will summon all the pain and suffering from your past incarnations upon your foes. Wow, that sounds... strong. Okay. Try to make use of this, I guess. Alright. Well, that was cool. I guess I'll level up here as well, why not? Okay. Let me get more intelligence, I don't know. Holy shit! Did I just gain, like, a bunch of levels? I have 10 character points to assign? What? Okay. That's pretty wild. Okay, whatever. I'll just max out my intelligence, I guess. Whatever. Level 25, yeah, okay, I just gained an insane amount of experience from that. Alright, fair enough. Okay, one down. Alright, let's have a chat with this one. The man before you resembles you, but his back is hunched, as if he is perpetually afraid of being struck. He is watching you warily and he hisses as you approach, his hands clenching as if wanting to strangle you. His arms are horribly gnarled and scarred as if they had been dunked into a stream of acid, and his left arm looks like it is holding on by a thread, literally. Who are you? Know that you will not last long in this place, thief! Spittle flies from the man's mouth and his face twists in a maddening grin. Mazes and regrets and death are all that are here. You're wasting your time speaking to that one. His thoughts are all angles and spite and nothing more. Stop wasting time. There's much the two of us must speak of. Thief! The incarnation's hands twist, as if strangling the other. I'll feel the bones of your neck snap beneath my fingers. Take my body back. He turns to you. Thief! You wear my body like a cloak and you shame me. I'm no thief. I stole nothing from you. You stole everything. I awoke on the streets of the Ring City, and all who saw me knew me. He takes a rasping breath. All that you had done, all that you had harmed, they were waiting for me, blaming me, hurting me, until I couldn't take the voices anymore. His fingers grasp at the air, and had to make them silent. You were the one who left the trap in the sensory stone for me, weren't you? And the dodecahedron journal with the traps. He affixes you with a wary eye. It seems just looking at you is making him uncomfortable. You're the one who set fire to Iannis's legacies, weren't you? Trying to destroy my legacy. I burned the false papers, yes, more lies. Lies about my false lives. Okay. Sensory stone trap. You're the one who left it for me, weren't you? Yes. He smiles low and evil. Simple trap. Trap for someone who can't die. Mind trap. It was simple to escape, actually. The smile freezes on the incarnation's face. You lie! No, it was pathetically easy. I was able to escape it with no effort. Lying thief! His eyes blaze like fires, and you watch as he clutches his left arm, then pulls the stitching at the shoulder, tearing off, unraveling. What? Ow. Oh. He didn't like that. Okay, maybe I should not piss him off then. Okay, let's not push him on it. What happened to your arm? He glances down at his arm for a moment, then looks up and smiles. Kept coming off, so I had to stitch it up again. Okay, then. Do you know how I can leave this place? I will never tell you. And you will never leave. He smiles. It is quiet here, peaceful. What about the other incarnations? Thieves! They are thieves, all of them, and thieves will die. Do not threaten me, you fool. I warned you. If anyone is the thief, it is you. You sought to steal our chances to settle this matter by sabotaging all my work. You are the thief. You stole my body and my life, and thieves will die. Okay, this doesn't seem like it's getting us anywhere. Lock your hands around his neck and strangle him. Well, I guess that's always an option. Here, we have this. Look, we did this stupid side quest. We get a thing. I'm being rewarded for doing things. It's like it's a video game. Let's go. Language of the Uyo. Let us speak in private, just the two of us. As you speak the language of the Uyo, the incarnation's eyes widen, and he stares at you. After a moment of silence, he replies in the same language. Only I know the language of the Uyo. How do you know it? You are correct. You are the only one who knows the language of the Uyo. So if I know the language of the Uyo, I must be you. He is silent, staring at you. It is these others who are not you, for they do not know the language of the Uyo. He nods slowly. I hear you. This place confuses one's perceptions. We are both you, and now we must become as one. He looks frightened. To your surprise, he reverts to normal speech, and all the inflections to his voice are gone. It is calm, level, and much like your own. I no longer wish to live like this. You've suffered much. You were born into a world where nothing made sense, where strangers claimed they knew you, they blamed you for things you knew nothing of, and they tried to hurt you. He looks at you, and you watch as the incarnation loses its mad gleam, and his eyes become more like your own. Yes. I'll protect you now. You will know peace. But that is all you ever wanted, isn't it? The incarnation relaxes at your words, his eyes dimming as he locks gazes with you. There's the faintest of whispers, and he falls to the black stones. With his collapse, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull. And there is a flood of memories and strength and emotions. I'll get some strength and constitution. And you steady yourself, dizzy for a moment. Then your vision clears, and you are yourself once more. Nice. I wonder if there's some sort of follow-up to that. I don't have the diary on me anymore, so unfortunately I can't check that. Oh wow, the sensory stone's gone. Okay, that's two. Just this guy left. Now, how are we gonna crack this nut? Man, there's a lot here. Okay, I'm pretty sure we basically did all of these, right? I will not merge with you. You will merge with me. The man looks at you, then smiles incredulously. I surrender to no man. It is you who will be absorbed by me. I doubt it. You intend to fight me on this. The man seems more amused than anything else. You're no match for me. There's little point in resisting. Okay, that just gets us into a fight. I guess I have to trick him. I'm gonna lie. I guess that's the play here. Alright. I shall not fight you to this day then. Still, there are things I would know. Okay. Bluff. I intend to merge with you. So be it then. His eyes become gray like mist, and he gives a slight smile, as if in anticipation. We shall see what your mind has in store. You lock gazes with him. His eyes are like stones, and they start to drag you down. Lock gazes with him. Try and force him to merge with you. As you swim in the corridors of his mind, the first emotion you encounter is surprise, and his eyes widen. He is not absorbing you. Your will is stronger, and it is consuming him. You feel him desperately trying to pull back, but he cannot. He is too weak, and your will blocks his retreat while drawing him deeper into your subconscious. This is the last time we shall ever speak. Return to death where you belong. He looks incredulous for a moment, then he disintegrates, and you feel a rush of knowledge pouring through you, fighting to the surface. It's almost too much to absorb at once, and you find yourself disoriented. So much knowledge, so many experiences that... And as quickly as it occurred, the rush subsides, and you steady yourself. The bits of knowledge swirl about in your mind, and you will make sense of them later. For now, only one piece of knowledge is important. That the incarnation did not know how to leave this place. He lied to you to trick you into surrendering. Damn it. Well, we got everyone. Oh, hey look, Daonara's here.
I'm gone.
Alright, well. How's it going? Before you is the ghostly form of Daonara. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. Her eyes rest on yours. You feel a strange, disjointed sensation, as if you are looking at several pairs of eyes at once. Daonara? My love, at last I have found you. I searched for you after you were divided by the crystal. This fortress spans hundreds of miles, and I feared you were lost to me. Her ghostly eyes take your measure, searching your bodies for new wounds. Are you well? I think so. The crystal divided me, but I'm one again. Now I'm trapped here, however. I suspect trapping you here was the crystal's true purpose, but it poses no barrier for one such as I. She closes her eyes. Much do my eyes see, and the halls of this fortress are well known to me. If you are trapped here, my love, I shall see to it you are set free. Where is it you wish to go? I wish to speak with you for a moment and tell you how you died and why. What are you speaking of? When I brought you to this fortress, it was my intention that you die here. I needed someone to remain behind so they would serve as a link to this place. I knew because you loved me so much that your love would stave off death and allow you to become a spirit, and that is why you suffer now. Daonara's face is a mask as you speak the words. I'm sorry, Daonara. Do you love me? If you say yes, my love, then nothing that has happened matters. Can I say option 2 truthfully? I mean, it's the game says that I can, but do I feel like that's really like I can stand by that? Maybe not like romantically, but I guess I don't mind the idea of it. We have actually ended up spending quite a bit of time with her since. We do also now have essentially all of the memories of her, or we should have them. I'm okay with that. I think that feels fine. Though I did not know you at first, I have come to love you. Your suffering has become mine, and I have found that I will do what I can to help you. Then I will aid you, my love. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall do it. I'm trapped. Can you help me escape? I wonder what happens if you... yeah, we don't need to do that. It's okay. I want to go to my friends. As you wish, my love. She stretches out her hand. Touch my hand and the walls of this fortress shall be walls no more. Okay.
I forgive what you have done. I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Oh, that didn't sound good. Huh, where are we now? The roof. Huh. Dude, there's still 2 locations left in this game. Okay, let's not worry about that right now.
Alright.
Okay, let's see, what are we dealing with? Oh, okay. Well, this isn't great. Can I raise dead? On anyone? Nah, it's not going to work. Shit. Damn it. What? Come on, man. Oh, what the fuck? Hang on, I just accidentally skipped a cutscene because I was trying to navigate. I mean, if they really are just all, they're just dead and there's nothing I can do about it, that really sucks, man. The game wouldn't do that to me, right? Right? Like, that's unreasonable. I'll take this, I guess. This weapon. It's very strong. I don't know if I'll need it, but I guess it can't hurt. Okay. Alright. Here he is.
So you have come. Then you shall die again.
seems upset with me. I think he must be another part of me, right? Transcendent one? Probably. Maybe he is my mortality. I don't know. Whatever.
So you have come. You are unwelcome here, Broken One.
What'd you do to my friends? Well, I mean, you killed them. I can see that. But, like, seriously, though. Come on, man.
Are they dead? Yes. Unlike you, they have but one life. And they wasted it for your sake.
They died for you as they always have. Such is the way of all mortal things. It is the fate of all that follow you, Broken One. You have forgotten much. Why did you do it? They tried to harm me here, of all places. I defended myself. In doing so, mortality claimed them. Their deaths were by their own hand. I gave them the opportunity to depart this place, but they seemed determined to help you, despite the cost to themselves. So you killed them. The tiefling girl was especially fierce in your defense. Her feelings for you burned brighter than Elysium's fires. And the Tenari, she was quite strong. Her tolerance for pain would have shamed the Batezu themselves. I took no pleasure in their deaths. Then why did you do it? It was not my will. It was not I that brought them here. All of them had a choice, and they chose to die for you. It has always been the way of all that follow you, for they are tormented souls, seeking a release, but they know not why. You have forgotten this, and you shall again. I know you for what you are. You are my mortality. Your armor, it is twisted like tree branches. Such things speak of Ravel's magics. Yes, I am that which was split from you by the hag's power. I am that which walks with all life. My voice is a death rattle, a last breath in the throat, the whisper of a dying man. I have been freed from the prison of your flesh. Freed from me? The moment I was split from your cancerous shell, I knew life. I knew freedom. I shall not surrender it to you. We were not meant to be separated, and the planes have suffered because of our separation. You know nothing of meaning and separation. Before your memory dies again, know that we were never meant to be as one. This shall be the last time you and I speak, Broken One. There's something I would know, Spirit. I have traveled far, and there are many questions you can answer. I will indulge you this one last time. Then this fortress shall be silent again. And my questions are these. Ask your questions, but know you shall never remember the answers. You've done everything you can to prevent us from meeting face to face. Why? Do you think I fear to face you, Broken One? I do not. Is that why you sent shadows to kill me rather than trying to defeat me yourself? They've never succeeded in killing me, nor will they. I sent shadows because their reach is long, yet it is my eyes that guide them. So the shadows can travel distances you cannot? There is nothing I cannot do. Yet you never traveled beyond these walls to fight me, only sent shadows. That is how a coward fights. My energies are needed to sustain this place, Broken One. Else it would be my hand on your throat with each of your deaths. I may not travel beyond these fortress walls for long. I don't believe you. I think you're afraid to confront me, or else you are lying to me and there's another reason you remain here. You know nothing! Why is sustaining this place so important to you? If you're truly as powerful as you say, why would you want to remain here? There's nothing here. It is my fortress. It is my home. And what a home it is, too. Bordered from my regrets, with nothing but the shades of those we've murdered filling its halls, abandoned relics of the past languishing beneath dust, and the life-draining energies of the negative material plane to feast the eyes on. There are words for places like that. They're called prisons. Every word betrays your ignorance, Broken One. The fortress is silent. All that comes here dies before intruding into my presence, and the shadows are quiet creatures. I think you have to remain here, along with the shadows and the ghosts, because that's what you've become. I don't think you sustain this place at all. I think it sustains you. I remain here by choice. Really? So when you said you can't journey beyond this fortress for long, you were lying. And how is it possible that a fortress built from my regrets needs you to sustain it? I will see you die 1,000 deaths for your insolence, broken one. You are an intruder within these halls, and I shall see to it you never return. We shall see. There are other things I would know. I may be immortal, but Ravel told me the ritual was flawed. Whenever I die, I lose a fraction of my mind. In time, after many deaths, I shall lose the ability to even think for myself. It is of no matter. You cannot die. Your mind may be lost, but your flesh will live on. That is all that is needed. Needed? Why? We share a link, you and I, however small. I do not wish you destroyed, only far from me. Then why have you been trying to kill me all this time? It is of no consequence. Wait, those shadows you sent against me, they never succeeded in killing me. But that was never their purpose, was it? They only kill me to make me forget. There is nothing in your shell of a mind that is of consequence, broken one. Except one thing. From what the Pillar of Skulls told me, there were 3 that knew where you could be found and how to reach you. One was Trias, but he's dead. One's you, and the other is me. Once I forget, there's no one in all of existence who knows who you are and how to reach you. I see Time's blade has not bled your mind of all reason. My purpose was always such, to make you forget. But why? Because I never again wish to suffer your presence, broken one. You are an irritation, a reminder of what life once was, and I detest such reminders. I wish to be left in peace in my fortress. As you have forgotten me, I wish to forget you. Forever. But I no longer forget when I die. Perhaps once, but no longer. You lie! You all have always forgotten, and I have always remembered. It was always such. Always doesn't mean what it once did. I have died time and again, and my memories have returned to me. Your deceptions will not shield you here, broken one. It is the truth. Killing me won't stop me, because killing me doesn't make me forget anymore. I'll know you always. I'll remember everything you've done, how to reach here, and eventually, how to destroy you. Then I shall imprison you, nameless one. If you will not forget, then I shall not allow you to be free. But I already escaped from that crystal prison you threw in my path. You can't kill me, you can't hold me, and you can't make me forget myself any longer. Then I will feed you to the shades. I will defeat you here, then cast you into the shadow galleries, where they may feed on you. They will kill you across the span of several eternities. You shall never walk the plains again. We shall see. If we are linked as you say, then speak our name. A name is a thing earned by a man through his actions. By the nature of that man, the name he once had is meaningless. You don't know what our name was, do you? There is no one in all existence that knows our name. This is our shield. Names carry power. When one is nameless, as we are, then one is strong. We cannot be hunted. We cannot be tracked. We cannot be harmed. Our name is known to me, creature. In knowing, I have become strong. You lie! Our name is lost, forgotten, and it shall remain until eternity dies. Do I lie? If you are me, you know when I deceive you. I do not lie now. Even with such knowing, you do not have the power to defeat me. Yes, I do, and I shall not allow you to trick me into a battle that is not even necessary. For knowing my name, my true name, I know yours. There is nothing more you can do to me. I will unmake you! No. You will not. You will rejoin with me, and we shall become as one again, as we were met. You know not what you do. If we are reunited, then it shall be an ending. There shall be no future for us. We shall go on to further torments. It is better that happens than the multiverse continues to suffer because of us. If we become one, we shall suffer. There is too much of the nature of the first one in us for us to be saved. We shall be damned. You know not what you do. No. I know very well what I do. And I think this is the only answer. Prepare yourself. Know that I have always hated you, broken one. When we are one, I will continue to hate you. When your shell dies at last, know that I shall take pleasure in your death. I can live with that. And so can the plains. Know that my hatred for you will unmake the plains. Prepare yourself. We shall be as one again until your last moments of life. Before we do, what of my friends? Is it possible to save them? I am mortality itself. The nature of life and death is something I know well. When we are one, my knowing shall be yours. Very well. I'm ready to become mortal again. I didn't even have to fight him. Works for me. Okay. Alright, you lot, get up. As you reach out with your power, Mort suddenly floats into the air. Hold up, Chief. You don't need to resurrect me. I was, just kind of lying here, you know, listening to you two. You were feigning death. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm already dead, and, Chief, what happened to your voice? I am something else now. Time runs short, and soon time and fate will catch up with me. I'll return you to Sigil, Mort, if you wish it. What? Return me? What about you? Come on, Chief. I may be a coward, but there's no way I'm leaving you in this place. Many other crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. You may not go where I will soon be. Well, I could go with you anyway, Chief, if you wanted me to. I mean, we've been through worse. This is not the time. Perhaps one day you and I will meet again, on another plane. But not now.
Not to get all misty-eyed, but, it's been a pleasure, Chief.
Mort stares at you for a moment, then sighs. Farewell, Mort. You reach out with your power. There's a rush of air, and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly, then shakes it confused. Anna, are you alright? Anna's eyes widen as she hears your voice. What happened to your voice? It's like echoes, it is. I have changed. I am something else now, and I cannot remain here much longer. I'll return you to Sigil, if you wish it. What? Anna opens her mouth, then pauses. Where are you going? Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. There is a place reserved for one such as I on the lower planes. It is punishment of a sort. But I don't want you to go. I will not forget how much you were willing to sacrifice for me, Anna. Anna nods. She looks like she's about to say something else, but then falls silent. But the unspoken thought remains in her mind, lingering. I do not need your words to know your heart, Anna. Farewell. As your power touches him, Dakon takes a staggered breath, then looks up weakly. It looks like he's barely clinging to life. Awaken Dakon of Shrocket Lore, last wielder of the Karak blade. As he hears your words, Dakon slowly nods. Your voice. Have you at last come to know yourself? Yes. It was a difficult thing, and it cost many lifetimes. Many suffered so that I might know myself again. The knowing of oneself is a difficult path. In knowing it, I know where I shall soon be bound. Time and fate come here, even as we speak, and I will not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Dakon, if you wish. Dakon falls silent for a moment. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp, as if severing a link. Know that once I owed you a debt. Know that you saved my life, and know that I followed you to settle that debt.
I have paid for your life with mine. The debt is settled.
Very well, Dakon. Our two deaths were as one. You will leave this place with your freedom. As your power touches Fall from Grace, she rises dizzily to her feet. Even disoriented, she somehow manages to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace. Fall from Grace looks up, and she holds your eyes for a moment, then she smiles, but it is a slight smile, and carries more sadness than anything else. Your voice. So you have found yourself at last? Yes. The price was high. The cost was many lifetimes, mine and others. The price of such a thing is seldom measured in copper. Wolfram Grace studies your features. Are you still... I am still the one you know, but my perspective has changed. I have not forgotten you, if that is your fear. Wolfram Grace smiles again, the same sad smile as before. No, that was not my fear. I cannot remain here for much longer. My punishment calls, and fate and time shall soon be here. I will return you to Sigil, if you wish. That is not my wish. Wolfram Grace reaches forward, and her hand lightly touches your arm. There's a slight tingling sensation, barely felt, then she takes it away. I will find you again, no matter where in the lower planes you will be, just as you shall be able to find me. Maybe a long time. Where I am bound, time is not measured in years, and the crimes I have committed are stronger than any cage. No cage shall separate us, and no plane shall divide us. Wolfram Grace's face becomes like stone. Keep thinking of me, and we shall meet again. I shall not forget all you sacrificed for me. She shakes her head. Just do not forget me. Time lays waste to all things, but I shall fight it as long as I can.
Time is not your enemy. Forever is.
Perhaps so. Farewell, Grace. And that's the end. Whew. Well, that was a lot. I wonder, So, I chose to regain my mortality, and that meant that I died, I guess. But since it was my first proper death, I ended up in the plane where I was aligned. Which, since all of the really horrible stuff that I did, apparently, which we don't get to learn about specifically, meant that I ended up back in the Blood War, I guess. I think that's what happened, at least. I wonder if it's... If you fight your mortality, if you fight the Transcendent one, or even if you decide to, like, try and destroy it. I wonder what that, like, effect that actually has. Keith David's in this game, and I never met him. Fuck! No, what? Ah. That sucks. Wait, really? Okay, sorry, I got distracted by that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there's some party members I never found. That's pretty irritating. I'm irritated by that. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about it. I guess, I don't know, maybe will I play this again? Maybe one day, but like... Somebody's thanking Final Fantasy VII in these credits? What the hell was that? Okay, well, those were pretty short credits, all things considered. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Oh, we've got the, like, enhanced edition credits as well, I guess. Reflecting back on it, I had been doing some thinking about it, and obviously the thing that stands out, I think, the most overall is just, like, the texture of everything, right? The city of Sigil and a lot of the composition of the planes that we see. I mean, it's just so detailed and richly woven. just reading the text is itself really enjoyable just because of how well it's done. And, you know, maybe it shouldn't be like some sort of grand revelation or whatever. It's like, oh, good writing is enjoyable and good to read and it's fun, and yeah, that's a good thing. It is something that a lot of video games struggle with even still, and I think it's mostly just it's a priority thing, I think, in a lot of cases. But, you know, games like this, they really highlight what one can do with an actual good narrative, well-crafted dialogue. If you have a good writer, you can accomplish a lot, and it really shows here. Actually, playing the game in a lot of ways is kind of, mildly painful, but, you know, it honestly isn't that big of a deal. There's not that much combat in the game. It got a little... It did drag the pace down here and there, though. And actually, overall, I think the largest takeaway or negative takeaway I had from the game was just the pacing of it was not the best. Obviously, some of that is my own, like, the way that I've done this playthrough. You know, I can't necessarily blame the game for me reading everything out loud, but, you know. The problem is just... It's more with the way that the plot actually progresses, I think. It starts off pretty, like, hectic, but it really lulls pretty hard in sort of the middle of the game, and then also... It picks up, like, a lot once you get to the maze, but then you end up in Cursed, and Cursed is, I think, just the worst part of the game, which is pretty unfortunate. It just feels really, like, replaceable. Like, not... Like, there's interesting things that are still happening in there, but for the most part, you're just kind of, like, wasting time. It's like the game needed to pad its length out or something, and so here's some more shit to do in Cursed, I guess. Like, I don't know. It feels, like, really unnecessary. But, oh man, as soon as you hit the Fortress of Regrets, or even just before that, when you get to the portal outside of it, they're like, okay, everything is culminating now, and like the past, I was like 2 hours, like the end of this game, amazing. So great. It's such a, like, amazing, like, payoff to everything that's led up to that point. If you've been poking around at the edges and learning enough stuff about the game, like, you really rewarded for that, understanding what's going on, knowing the things about the different incarnations when you're talking to them, the way that you then integrate all of that stuff, and yeah, and like also the fact that I mean, I really thought I might actually have to fight some of those guys, and like, you don't. If you navigate the dialogues effectively. Although I will say it is kind of interesting. We have seen this concept done in a lot of other cases, like a boss fight that's not a fight, right? That's accomplished by a dialogue. It doesn't give you a lot of latitude, I guess, the way that it's executed in this game, but it's more reliant on you having done certain things throughout the game in order to access those dialogues, I think is what the triggers for a lot of those are. And that makes a lot of sense because it's the same way that it's executed in Fallout. I guess I don't want to spoil that or whatever, so I'm not going to talk about it in specifics, and I think Fallout is, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it might be the first time that was done, like a final boss that you can just talk to and you can beat them in the dialogue. You know, I say that now, but I'm sure that there are probably other examples of it from earlier, but like that's become that's like I love that. Such a great like concept, and it's such because it ties into the entire ethos of the CRPG. It taps into something like really fundamental about the way that these games are designed, because they're about this exploration, about this understanding. They're about engaging with the world and talking to people and learning and leveraging that in a way to overcome those challenges that you need to know and understand and just talk to the fucking guy and you can find that solution. It's great. Like it's just such a great thing, and you know, like there's nothing wrong with a game where you also just, I mean, like you have to go beat up Ganondorf at the end or whatever. I really, really love that. And every time it comes up, it always tickles me. I love that. And this game, it did it 4 times in a row, basically at the end, which is amazing. It's so good. That was something I really liked about those the Harebrained Schemes Shadowrun games. It was cool. Mass Effect 1, good example. I mean, it's not like it's I feel like it's become more common over time, but it's like it was really rare for a long time to do this sort of thing. I really liked like ultimately where the tone in this game landed as well, or like because it was really like dour and like pretty cynical for a lot of the runtime, and it makes sense considering the setting and everything and the theme. But the way that the party all pulls together and they're all like, you know, in it, and the scenes where they, you know, the Transcendent One kills them. I mean, they all like really banded together, you know. It's a little unfortunate that they didn't get to like do anything. Like they just sort of showed up and they committed, right? I guess it was more like a triumph of will sort of thing more than it was about their abilities or whatever, right? I get that. It kind of would have been nice if they had a bit more of a role, and also to like give them a little more of a resolution. But still, it was really cool. It was in a lot of ways still like more than I was expecting to get from them, and it was really great. They really felt like they were like, you know, friends. Like they wanted to be together, you know, in a way that like it did not for so much of the game. Especially like Fall from Grace like really surprised me with how adamant she was. That was great. I really like the game does so much, like it puts so much effort into trying to like make you doubt her, but she's just a good egg at the end of the day, man. And like it kind of goes for all of them. Like they were great, and I really liked them. Although, and I guess I have to imagine a lot of this does like reflect the way that you play the game, right? Because like if you're you know, evil aligned or whatever, probably it's a lot different, I guess. Although in what way specifically, I'm not exactly sure. I will say though, actually the like the conclusion of the game did kind of surprise me a little bit. Because I really thought like the game would end like Nameless One just like dies. Like actually is dead and gone forever, kind of dies. Like I was sort of anticipating that, but no. Or maybe that's something that could happen, I don't know. But yeah, no, he just, you know, faced the music and the consequences of his actions so long ago, and accepted his punishment, as it were. The judgment of the planes. I mean, I guess it's as a resolution of a kind, right? Also, yeah, if there was like an actual explanation about who Nameless One was beforehand, not necessarily, I don't necessarily need his actual name or whatever, but like his life and what he did and everything. If that was in there somewhere, like explicitly stated, I missed it. So, or maybe it's not. I think the idea is that Nameless One knowing it is the important thing, and it's not necessarily for the player to know that. And like that's fine, I guess. But I am kind of still curious. Oh well. Dude, I got that Mark of Torment, and then there was nothing else to fight for the rest of the game to actually use it on. What a cool thing that was. Whatever. You know, it's funny because like as far as this game is concerned, I had seen the sentiment that this is my favorite, you know, video game narrative, or one of my favorite pieces of fiction or something. I've seen, you know, like that opinion has been expressed, and I don't know if I feel that way about it. Maybe it needs more time to like stew, possibly. Or maybe it's just that I didn't play this when I was young enough. That's always a possibility. It was really great though. Really fantastic. Thumbs up. Planescape Torment's good. Despite what you may have heard, against all the odds, turns out Planescape Torment is a good game. You will only find such stunning revelations on this YouTube channel right here. So, you know, if you would like more of that, you should subscribe or whatever. Anyway, that's that. Probably just gonna be filling time for a little bit on the channel. And then I'm not sure exactly what the next big thing is. I don't know. Castlevania might be coming back soonish. I had a lot of other ideas and plans for things, but I just need to find the time and the work ethic to actually get them done. Hopefully that'll be a thing at some point. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.